Folks, hello and welcome to Tavern Chat. I'm your host, Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR, your main proprietor at the Tenkars Tavern blog. So, by the way, there's a link on the bottom of the screen. It's scrolling along. It's tenkars-tavern.games slash Cipher or Cipher. I'm not sure. However, this is the Monty Cook Humble Bundle link. And yes, there is his Cipher system and supplements for that, but there's also Patolus, um, Bane Warrens, and other material that Monty did for third edition. And before my OSR people go, why are you talking third edition? Talking third edition because you can take 3E and make it OSR pretty much on the fly. And Patolus is one of the better urban environment campaigns out. So, just throwing it out there. We don't do paid advertisements. We don't do sponsorships. Okay, I don't do ad reads. We have affiliate links. So if you use our affiliate links, you put a little coinage. I'm going to be talking about coinage, right? But you put a little coinage into the tavern's coffers, and I will of course include these affiliate links as a pinned comment to this video. So I'm actually going through the DMG and I'm looking at page 86, gaining experience levels. And upward progress is never automatic. And you get right. By the way, I did this. I when I first started running AD&D, I was probably 14 when I started running, 13 when I started playing. When I first started running AD&D 1E, I used this grading system of it's kind of like the letter system we had in elementary school when I was a kid, right? E for excellent, S for superior, F for fair, and P for poor. And you got these scores for it, and you had to average it out, and it's going to tell you your average, believe it or not, is going to um, tell you how long to take you to train, right? So clerics refuse to help and heal or to not remain faithful to their deity. Fighters who hang back from combat or attempt to steal. What if it's a fighter that is like a bow specialist? That's generally what they do. Or they're the ones that are supposed to be guarding the rear. Well, I don't know. Or fail to boldly lead. Again, some of your fighters, if you have a large party, again, this is magic users who seek to engage in melee or ignore magic items they could employ in crucial situations. Who is to say when the right time is to use something with charges or a one-time scroll? Now, I know the DM may have an idea that, they're going to have to use their wand of fireballs to get out of this one. Maybe they don't want to use one of the last 5 charges there. Maybe they think they can get around it. So these things are a little wacky do when it comes to grading. Thieves who boldly engage in frontal attacks, sometimes they have to, right? Sometimes they are your backup fighter. Hey, the main fighter's down. I got to step up. These are just too general. Or refrain from acquisition of an extra bit of treasure when the opportunity presents itself. Also, when you don't steal from the party, well, that's bad. Cautious characters do not pull their own weight. These are clear examples of a poor rating. I have a huge issue with that. But in any case, I did try running with that initially, and here's the problem. You're playing with your friends, right? Well, I think you're only poor. What? I thought it was excellent. I thought I excellently played my. No, dude, you're only fair. You're only not worth the bags of shit that comes with it. Just my humble opinion. But you grade your players. Nice, right? You grade your players, and then you add up their score. The lower score is better, and you divide that score per session or separate adventure. They're saying, but I would say probably I did it by session. Um, and then you divide. So you add up the score, divide it by the sessions, and that gives you their score. And if there's a fraction, so say, hey, this player was awesome, but they got a 1.5, right? Means they were always excellent to superior. Well, 1.5 is, well, an extra 3.5 days of training from the perfect level, right? And they even tell you, and when people talk, when we joke about AD&D 1E with math, when Gary has to tell you, be certain that all decimals are retained, as each 0.145 equals a game day. Now we're getting into the weeds, right? And this is stuff when I look back and I go, wow, this wasn't in basic. And I should have been playing basic in retrospect. But I was an AD&D 1E, and I love AD&D 1E. Still think it's one of the best systems out there. Now, not only must game time be spent, this is what's on the screen, by the character desiring advancement, but treasure will have to be spent as well. And the longer it takes you to train, guess what? The more it costs you. The amount of gold pieces or the equivalent value in gems, jewelry, magic items, etc., is found by using the following simple formula. Simple formula, except the fact that you have fractional days. But it's simple for Gary. Level of the trainee character. In this example, we're going to use level 1. Level 1, he's got the experience points now to become level 2. Hey, my thief has 1,280 experience points. My thief has hit 2nd level. Kind of, sort of, at some point. Oh, look at the fireworks. So, my thief has hit 2nd level, but I still have to train. Well, that training is going to cost me more gold than I have if I was perfect. Because the training is 1,500 times your level. So, but I wasn't perfect. I was only superior. I mean, it's better than average, right? Well, it's going to cost me 3,000 gold or magic items or this. And by the way, remember, I don't want to skip this part. If you were perfect from going from level 1 to level 2, you had to bring 150 pounds worth of gold or the equivalent to level up. Right? Wow. And if you're a magic user at name level, well, it is going from level 11 to level 12. It is 4,000 per level per week. So it could be 100,000. Again, folks, this is one of those rules that quickly dropped out of my campaigns. I'm not around here because also you remember you were supposed to judge your players on their alignment, right? There's a whole other section on whether or not they're straying from alignment. So you can grade them on their play. Are they properly playing their class? You can grade them on their alignment. It's not about, at that point, having fun. Okay? It's literally micromanaging. Now, what we wound up doing with AD&D, when we were playing 1E, is we went with the everybody is superior. Everybody is exceptional. All right? Your number is 1. Your average is 1. I am not going to give you a grade and don't even make a comment about, oh, this is like everybody gets an award. No. I'm not running games to give my players letter grades. I'm not running games to if they're straying from their alignment, I'll point that out to them. Hey, maybe that wasn't quite what you should be doing. But no, I'm not giving out letter grades and telling my players, well, hey, if you were superior in play, your first level character is still going to need 3,000 gold pieces, 300 pounds of gold, to level up. So now, and this is as a little side note, my Blades and Sorcery, which is going to be a revision of Swords and Wizardry Light / Continual Light, doesn't have experience points. So you level up by, sessions or adventures, depending on how you want to pace it as a GM. And I believe, and I discussed this earlier, that I think we're going to go with 100 gold coins or any coins to a pound. And I think we're going to use a silver standard. I want gold to be important. I want, when you find gold, and see, and that's opinion I'm going to throw out at this point at the end here. In my opinion, Gary devalued gold by making it something that you looted by the pounds, by the 100 pounds. Everybody needs to have a bag of holding and a portable hold to make sure they can get out with the loot. And yes, it's important to have treasures where players smuggling out something or getting that statue out that has value is important, right? Or a book collection. How do you get a collection from even a small library of a wizard or an alchemist out? Those books have value. Yes, that's great. But the idea that you've got to figure out how you're going to carry out 100 coins is 10 pounds. On that magic user, using as an example, he gets 1,000 gold pieces. How's he ever going to bring it in to get training, right? How's he going to? Nobody had fiat currency in our campaigns. Maybe we should have. I don't know. How did you handle this? All right. Did you actually do it by the book? And another thing I'm going to have to be, I will admit, we kind of hand waved coinage, right? Like the weight of coins were kind of like, yeah, we worried about the weight of equipment. It's like, you can't be carrying like 3 swords, 2 battle axes, a spear, 2 bows, 3 daggers. You're not doing that. Plus 80 arrows, not happening. But when it came to coinage, man, that was a hand wave. So tell me, what did you all do? How did you handle leveling up? Did you grade your players? F. No, it didn't last with us. Let me know what you think. Give me some feedback. Comment, like, subscribe. You know the deal. All right, folks. On that note, be safe, be well. God bless. Roll the dice, roll them well. Wednesday, 8 p.m. Jeff Talanian, Hyperborea. Gonna be our special guest on our live stream. Join us. You'll like it. Or you'll like Jeff at the very least. All right, folks. Laters. Be good.